Well, welcome. This is Steve Young with Leading Sioux Falls, and you are?
I'm Lisa Brower. So nice to meet you, Mr. Young.
Nice to meet you. You know, Lisa and I have other things we do in our lives, but one of the things we're a part of is something we started called Leading Sioux Falls, and our goal is to empower leaders in lots of different ways. And one of the things you've become aware of is Leadercast. Some of you last year, some of you signed up this year, some of you are on the fence and needing to decide. We want to give you some helps in doing that. First of all, a couple things that happened this week that we want to tell you about. One is Lisa and I were on a conference call with the national office down in Atlanta, and they were broadcasting to all of the sites, over 200 around the world, to let us know what's happening on the day of Leadercast. Now, they don't fill us in with all the details because they like to withhold some surprises. But that's all to say that they pour lots of hours into making sure that this isn't just speakers. I don't think any of us want to just hear one speaker after another, but instead to make it an experience that we hang on to. That said, we have a pretty powerful lineup of speakers, and you got a chance to hear one of those recently.
At the last minute, someone was so gracious to invite me. I got to go hear Simon Sinek at the Washington Pavilion. Simon is our very last speaker of the day, and I'll tell you what I learned, I took 4 pages of notes, and just some of the great information. He talked a lot about his book, Leaders Eat Last. Phenomenal stories and phenomenal ideas about leadership from way back to the tribal caveman kind of philosophy. So Simon has a really interesting take on what leadership is all about, and he actually interviewed the Marines, and that's kind of where a lot of his information came from Leaders Eat Last. So
that's a mouthful.
Eaters eat last.
You know, one of the things you're talking about when it comes to people like Simon Sinek, Andy Stanley, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, and you look at the whole lineup of speakers, and these are people who have gone well beyond. Their leadership is characterized by going well beyond themselves, and that's the theme for this time. I think inherently we all know that going beyond ourselves is what leadership is really about, and so Beyond You is the theme. How about getting the remaining tickets? There's not many left, is there?
No, there's not. And I don't even want to tell you how many tickets there are left because it's less than 50 right now. However, one of the things that I've been thinking about is we always talk about adding value and creating value for people. And one of the challenges that I would like to make to you is, who do you need to invite to come to Leadercast with you? Now, it could not, I mean, it might be someone in your office. We've got a lot of people that are coming together with coworkers. But what about clients? You know, what about those strategic partners that you work with? You can certainly add value to them and their lives by giving them the gift of education when it comes to leadership development. So that's what I'm going to challenge people to do.
Wouldn't it be awesome to get on the phone next week and call one of those key clients and say, look, I'd love for you to join me for that. I mean, that only costs you like $80, $90 to do that, or $100 to do that, and they walk away with tremendous value. What a great way to connect in that way. Any final thoughts, Lisa, before we wrap this video?
What to go get your tickets, just go to www.leadingsiouxfalls. You'll be able to, just purchase your tickets there.
Well, that's great. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.